our state, and I think we've done a very, very good job making sure that, you know, the message that we sent, we want to keep the top talent at home, where it's not like a place where a kid's born in the state and he has a talent and the expectation level is that he goes out of state and he goes somewhere else. You know, that's part of been my philosophy here, that we got to do whatever we can to keep the best players in the state of Mississippi home and turn this into a place where kids don't have to go other places, where they could be Jeffrey Simmons, where they could be Colin Hill, where they could be the type of kids that can achieve all their dreams athletically, academically, and socially at their state university, and turn this into a championship program that we win the SEC and we compete for a national championship. I'm sorry, I'm getting fired up. All right, but it was a huge day. You know, great job by Bill and his staff as well, and our marketing and social media. But you know, we can delve into some of the specifics. But great day to be a dog, and great to add 22 tremendous kids and their families to our program.
Questions? We'll get a mic to you.
I needed that. Thank you.
We'll start with Paul.
Coach, obviously signing day is going to bring emotions one way or the other. A lot of anxiety, a lot of nervous feelings until you see those faxes roll in and it's official. But just the impact of getting all 22 guys in the early signing period. I think last year you only signed 12 or 13 in the early signing period, and that left for a lot of anxious moments.
Consternation.
Exactly.
Yeah, hand wring. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, listen, the one thing that, this is year 21, and I've done it at different levels of football, but I've done it at the BCS level, and I cannot recall a year when you have 21 commitments going into signing day and you get all 21 of those kids signed and there's not a defection, or there's not, see, we got one good surprise today with no bad surprises. And I think, once again, that's a testament to the coaches in this state and the surrounding states. It's a testament to the parents and the players and their belief in us and the direction of this program and where we're going. And quite frankly, it's a testament to our I think, blue-collar, hard-nosed work ethic that you may do a lot of things better than us, and one thing you're not going to do better than me and this staff and recruiting is you're not going to outwork us. It ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And you know, talking to my wife this morning, she said, I mean, you've always been a tenacious recruiter. You've always gotten after it. But for the last 2 years, I've never seen you work as hard as you have at recruiting, and the staff as well, because attitude reflects leadership. So to have 21 kids committed and have 21 kids sign on signing day and not have, that's, you know, once again, a credit to our staff, a credit to our kids, and a credit to the parents.
Joe, mainly, you know, a lot of junior college players, you know, mainly at defensive end and receivers. That just kind of help bridge a gap at those two positions.
Yep. I think really what you have to look at from kind of a broad strokes perspective is a needs by number analysis, and as you kind of go through the roster, you have a certain number per position based on 85, and you know, sometimes, you know, when we walked in here in 2 classes, there was one offensive lineman that made it to campus in two classes. And so you're kind of looking at the places where at defensive tackle coming out of last year, you know, the 2 starters graduated and the 3 guys behind them. So I think more than anything, one, that the kids we're taking from JUCO are that talented, and 2, it's stressing maybe a little bit of a specific need where, and that's where I'm kind of, I don't say getting used to, but the fact that you have the junior college system at your disposal here, and you can come and find kids who have played at the college level and are ready to step in and contribute immediately, I think that's been a great benefit to us. And I think you've seen a good balance, because I don't think you can take all junior college players, because there's a part of building a program that you need to have a certain amount, to me, of high school players, and a certain, I think there's just got to be a good balance of junior college and high school.
Robbie?
Hey Joe, I know especially as an offensive guy, you want to get that quarterback on board pretty quickly and identify him. Last year you had to do that with Garrett.
Yeah.
This year you did it with Will. What kind of stood out about Will and you know, how he carries himself as a quarterback on and off the field? I talked to his dad yesterday. He said he was in film room with Gardner Minshew when he was in 6th grade. What kind of stood out about him whenever you were recruiting him?
Yeah. One thing that I believe is when the quarterback walks in a room, you shouldn't have to ask that he's a quarterback. And Will kind of comports himself that way, and obviously Wyatt's done a great job with Brandon as the offensive coordinator, and you can tell, hopefully, like my youngest one, he's been brought up around the game. So when you're talking to Will about preparation and the things that are necessary for a quarterback to have success, not just at the high school level, but at the college level, and not just the college level, but the SEC, you're not going to have to ask Will to come in and watch extra film. You're not going to have to ask Will to go to the field and throw extra routes. You're going to actually have to say whoa rather than sick him, and that's what I love about him. Big, athletic, strong arm, and will continue to work and get better. And You know, you just saw what he did during the season for Brandon, and, you know, certainly what he did in the Miss Al game was, to me, pretty dang impressive at the end of that game.
Tyler?
Given what you're losing at running back, obviously pretty important to get a couple good ones that
Yeah.
you did. What do you like about those guys, and what do you think they can bring to the table right away?
You know, it was good, you know, to have Kareem come in last year as a junior college guy with Aries graduating, and now, you know, Colin and Nick. So you have Kareem, who's kind of an older guy. Lee Witherspoon, I think all of us could sit here and agree that that kid's he's gonna be pretty special. And now to add Woody, or Jaquavius and Dylan in the fold, you know, one a 4-star guy, and one a 3-star guy that should be a 4-star guy. You know, I think those guys are a great mix, and kind of, you know, the one thing in this system we've had over the years is a tremendous amount of success at the tailback position, and kind of the ingredients that you look for. You know, you know, the intangibles and the tangibles, I think both of those guys can come in and have an opportunity to contribute early, and historically speaking, that is a spot in this offense where true freshmen, like you saw from Lee this year, can come in and play right away.
Joe?
Now that you've done kind of all the heavy lifting with so many guys in this class, what's kind of left to do between now and February?
Now in February, you know, we're going to have a certain amount to give, you know, moving forward. You know, talk to Mike Villagrana and Matt Wilson and Rod and them, and, you know, on my desk tomorrow, I want the top available players at a junior college, a grad transfer, and a high school level at certain positions that we're going to target. We're going to find out who they are. We're going to go like hell after them to try to fill those remaining spots. And you know, I'm on to 21, so you know, I've been recruiting those kids. So they've been identified, and they're being recruited very hard. So, you know, this thing's going to end, and we're going to get to going on the remaining 20s, and we're going to recruit the heck out of the 21s.